Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. This is Let's Play Dark Souls Remastered. Now, very long time ago on my channel, I did do a one-shot of Dark Souls. That was the Prepare to Die edition. It has been many years since then. And I have actually beat all but two of the Souls games. Is that right? That would be,
Three if you include Sekiro.
yeah, Sekiro. I need to play that one. That one also seems cool, and it's got like the samurai type vibe going for it. But yeah, I've beat Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, and I've not beat Elden Ring, but I've played through a good portion of them, so I wouldn't say I'm a Souls-like noob, but that doesn't necessarily mean I got good. It's been a hot minute since we played a Dark Souls game. I want to say what we agreed that the last one we played was Bloodborne, and that was August last
Just
year, August
yeah,
2022. So it's been a
yep,
good year since the last time we picked up a Dark Souls game. But with
year
that
and
being said,
3 months.
we're in the mood again, and to kind of prep into that, we're deciding to do a little bit of Dark Souls Remastered again. Go back to our old stomping ground. So with that being said, the game plan here is me and Logan are going to go ahead and play through the game again, and we might go ahead and do some of those DLC things, because originally we didn't. So like the painting world we didn't do, and I think there was a different optional boss that we didn't do. So we
That'll be
might
fun.
check those out. It'll give us something new to check out. And essentially, we're going to go ahead and show my side of things. And then when we have to uh, stop and redo an area, unless, no, yeah, if we have to stop and redo an area, or when we have to stop and redo a new area to do Logan's side of things, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording and then pick back up after that so that you're not sitting through every single boss twice, essentially. So that's currently the game plan. I understand you do get souls from helping out other players and what have you, but it is I don't think it would be interesting to sit through it twice. So I'm gonna go ahead and just not record the sections where I go in on Logan's side and help him through an area, assuming he even needs it. But with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and create a new character. So obviously we're gonna have to name this guy good old good old Daniel. We'll go with male class.
Big choice.
Usually I think I
Clearly,
go with pyromancer.
clearly you should go with deprived. Makes sense.
Fair enough. Yeah, might as well. Start off
Uh-oh.
great. Look at those cheeks. Let's see. We'll go ahead and start with.
This is the start of the biggest mistake. Deprived.
We're gonna go ahead and grab Old Witch's Ring, which I think is. Old Witch's Ring is what I need to do a covenant with. What's her
I
name?
like Mister.
Yeah, Quayleg's sister. So I'm gonna go with that. Obviously I'm gonna do large upper body build. We'll just do commoner build. Hair. If that ain't Frank West hair, I don't know what is. What do we got here? That's Leon S. Kennedy hair. I forgot how little you have choice-wise for customizing your character in the first game. We'll go with this. Cool.
Character
Color.
customization in the Souls game doesn't really get good until Elden Ring.
It doesn't get good till Elden Ring, and honestly, it doesn't matter because the first thing you do is shove a helmet on yourself.
Unless you're playing Depraved.
Accurate. Like I'm
There's
about to
no
do.
helmet to protect you. Not for a while.
Dude, should rename this guy Tarzan. Let's go. Let's go.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire. And with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark, they came and found the souls of lords within the flame.
Neato.
Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark sign.
Very nice. Unga Bunga. Let's go.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. your fate.
The man, the myth, the legend himself. Mr. Unga Bunga.
He's looking a bit under the weather.
Yeah, he's looked better. He's looked better. I'm gonna have to turn down the game volume. I'm having a hard time hearing you at the moment.
Do you know what that guy's name is, by the way?
No, I don't.
The guy who starts this whole quest. His name is Oscar.
Oscar the Knight. God, no.
He was supposed to be like a huge character. Like, with a side quest that spans the entire game, like Solaire. But they ran out of time for development, so they had to cut his storyline.
Fair.
So instead, they killed him off in the asylum. And they just made him the guy who gives you the Estus flasks.
Hey, it happens.
But yeah, his name was Oscar.
Yeah, I like how I always thought this was the guy who we fought. Like, he's the first boss. He's not. He's, in fact, a very much later on boss. Up we go. Yeah, I might not know exactly what build I'm going for this go-round, but you know what I do have to get. I gotta get the legendary helm.
The helm.
The helm. I get that helmet every single time I play through this game. This time will be no different.
Unless it doesn't drop.
Unless it doesn't drop, and then I have a second chance at getting it later on after I know Wanda. Now, I know you can get a hammer from this guy if you,
Which will make you extra sad if you go the entire game without that one specific helmet.
I will be extremely sad if I don't get this helmet, not gonna lie. I play through the game, every single time I've actually gone through the game start to finish, I have gotten it. So, I will be a little sad.
Is it a random drop or is there like a specific thing you have to
It's
do?
a percent chance.
Gotcha.
We'll know pretty quickly if I'm gonna get it, at least. Because it's an early on thing.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what build I'm gonna end up being, but I did in fact start as using the sorcerer build.
Oh, I see. We're not going depraved.
You went to brave. You're braver than me.
I am a man of culture. Have you
Granted,
seen these shorts?
I'm not exactly all that much better off than you right now.
Yeah, no. I mean, at the end of the day, like, it's
You
a
have-
difference in stats.
You have less armor than me by a technicality. You're not wearing any. The minute you put on a single piece of armor, you're gonna be statted up higher.
I'm done for, I'm afraid.
Right.
I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen. And thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would
Oscar.
hate to harm you after death.
Oscar.
So go now. And thank you.
He was
Thank
gonna
you
have
for
like
your
a
service.
huge part in the game. If I remember the lore correctly, because I do enjoy listening to Dark Souls lore.
Yeah, it's
that he
fun to
was-
listen to.
He was the original chosen undead before he failed his mission.
And then he
That's
chose
right.
us.
Yeah, thus making you the chosen undead.
Ow.
Nothing like a board of planks and a
Nothing
club.
but my skivvies. Let's go.
For this playthrough, are we gonna try and do all the side quests?
I don't know, because they can be rather difficult to go through. You know
They're
what I
very
mean?
easy to fail.
They're extremely easy to fail. Is there anyone in particular you want to do, like the Onion Knight one? What is his
Oh, I
name?
do
Seymour?
love
Sycamore?
It's
Sigismund.
like Sigmund. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do love Sigmund. I might go ahead and spend the game gathering his armor set. That's a fun armor to have.
Do you have to kill him to get the last bit?
No, I don't believe so. I believe you can buy it. Unless I'm
Eh.
thinking of Dark Souls 3.
I was thinking that was a set you bought in Dark Souls 3.
I could be wrong. I believe there's ways to get it, but you might have to kill him in this one. I don't know. I'm not going to. I can't kill my man.
We can try and go for the side quests. I can't promise it, because honestly, I don't know if I've gone through them myself either. And I know they can be a pain.
I didn't even get close to doing any of them in Dark Souls 3. I don't think I managed a single one all the way through. I think I got pretty far in a couple of them, but then failed like one arbitrary path.
You almost got me there. There, that's it.
Very nice.
Solid.
First boss? No.
Asylum Demon done. What's great is that was like 2 hours in my one-shot video that I did way back in the day. Like, absolutely ridiculous that I can get it on my first try nowadays.
How the cookies have crumbled.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I ever noticed, but you can actually hear the demon underneath here walking around. That's very strange. Alright. Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and move on up here. Oh yeah, I did finally figure out where the crow guy is supposed to be. He's supposed to be over there.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, he sits here.
Gross.
You can hear him when you return here, but I was never able to figure it out. The last time that I played, I did.
Boss weapons. Wrong crow guy.
Only
guy.
in the ancient legends it is stated
Mayhaps we'll see that crow
that
guy
one
eventually.
day an undead
Maybe.
shall be chosen.
To be fair, I don't think we actually saw him when we played through Dark Souls 2
To
either.
leave the
Well, I
undead
did for
asylum in pilgrimage
I went there a lot in my playthrough of Dark Souls 2.
to the
Oh, I didn't see
land of
it
the
all.
ancient lords.
I believe you did.
I feel like I
You might
would
not
remember it.
be
Lordran.
you might not be remembering, but it was in that area with like the sand, and you had all the people shooting spells down at you.
Oh, I didn't spend much time there at all.
That's where he was. He's over in the sand
Ah,
area.
fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. No, I flew through that area.
I don't remember what that area is called, but yeah. He's in this small part of the map where they're all like shooting spells down at you.
Ah, gotcha.
We'll see him when we get there.
True.
Whenever that is. I do enjoy myself some Dark Souls too.
Yeah. I know it gets a lot of crap, but it's honestly one of my faves. Alright, let's see what this guy has to say.
Well,
I had a lot
what do
more
we have
memorable moments in
here?
Dark Souls 2.
You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happened. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead? Ah, your face. You're practically hollow. But who knows? Going hollow could solve quite a bit. What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are a few ways to go about it. Collect it bit by bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I'd never do it, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all.
Anything else?
What are you looking at? Don't try anything clever. You might regret it. What? You want to hear more? Oh, that's all we need. Another inquisitive soul. Well, listen carefully then. One of the bells is up above in the undead church, but the lift is broken. You'll have to climb the stairs up the ruins and access the undead burg through the waterway. The other bell is back down below the undead burg. within the plague-infested Blight Town. But I'd die again before I step foot in that cesspool.
I think that's the last.
Bloody hell,
Yeah.
what is it now?
Now he's just gonna.
You ask too many questions. What now? I'm not up for chatting. Leave me alone.
Free human. Yeah, it is unfortunate that because you use a humanity, suddenly you can be invaded. That part sucks. I wish there was a way just to be able to invite you and then not risk that. But
Well, I understand it's supposed to be a
balancing
risk and
factor.
reward.
Yeah.
Kind of a weird risk and reward, because the reward is getting help, and the risk is losing help, so...
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thoroland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible. Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this, as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you. Oh my, you again. Oh,
Genuinely shocked.
how about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you? Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods. Now let me share my miracles. Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith. My companions are Milady and her young knights. She is young, but burdened by an undead mission. We are her defenses, to keep her from harm. An undead mission? Regrettably, I cannot share that with you. But you are my pupil. Perhaps if you show your faith. I'm afraid that may be difficult, for our missions are sacred. Come again. The effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
Well, fair enough. It has been about 30 minutes, so I am going to go ahead and drop this off here. So thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode, where we will be heading up that way. Heading up that way to head over to the undead bird. So, until then.